opinion.
Someone's gonna
It's
die.
a good thing I can't read.
No, you don't put. If it says password is, no, you. You.
I'm an idiot. I'm a little slow.
Okay. So here's the deal. If a statement says that the password is blank, you do not copy and paste that entire statement and use it as the password, children.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
What?
That makes sense now.
Sorry, but
Fucking retard did that!
You absolute spanner.
That's
what
the squad.
motivates you to be
Sorry,
that
I'm a
brick
little
of a
slow.
human?
Play.
George.
Okay.
What
It's
motivates
okay.
you to be
It's
that
okay,
brick?
guys.
Everything's okay.
This is TSB. We've literally seen everything, and we're still gonna keep seeing it because holy crap! What?
I'm
And
sorry.
I love it. The people that DM me and say, "Wow, this rule on your Discord, is that really a rule? Is that really necessary?" Yes, yes, it is because one of you Bellins once did it. You.
Just
Oh
breathe.
my god. All right.
Hey, stop insulting the golden goose that gives you money.
I'm missing 3 more people. Fuck you. I'm missing 3 people. Who are the 3 people we're missing on the fucking server?
Without
That would be me. I'm having troubles. I'm coming.
I bet you are.
Phrasing.
No, no one pull a phrasing.
Larry wants us to pull something.
There was no telling.
What are we pulling?
We're pulling out, lads.
Stop.
I mean,
Stop now.
Stop.
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 Can we have
Liru, you're insatiable.
I hate you all.
Two of us that-
I hate you all.
We love you too, Liru.
Did someone say
I'll
quiet?
hate you any time of the
Saint
day.
and also so gay.
If you want to try to visualize Liru's face, avatar.
Okay, who's the one Belland not in the server yet? Because you still have 2 minutes.
That's me. I'm coming. I'm having.
No, stop saying that!
You. That's you.
Are you going? No, stop! Clear comms. Can you please get into the server in the least innuendo way possible, okay? Because we're clearly all under 18, which means we should all be banned on the spot. But
He's getting in there.
What do you mean?
no, shut the fuck up!
I think we can all agree that we're all
I am
mature
on my
people.
way.
Right,
Give me a
hold
few
on.
minutes. I'm
Hold on.
sorry. I am running with some very old equipment here.
There is no way.
Strap back in.
Have you tried the magical blue pill yet?
There's someone freaking dying now. Great. I'm so proud of you guys.
Missed it
What could
innuendo.
possibly go wrong?
Dies. Everybody
Oh god.
This up, and I
Thunder
hope
Someone give them a paper bag.
This is so AIDS.
Liru 30 minutes before ready for check AFK.
Okay. He's getting on, so let's just start this
I bet he
before I decide to cancel. So, who's our ground command?
I am.
Pick the ground command slot. Who's your 2IC? Get in the slot. JTAC, get in the slot. No, Risen, I didn't say auto rifleman and alpha get in the... You guys are children.
Sorry, I just clicked back into
Okay.
the game.
Before I get to those other roles, I need 4 Kajman pilots. 2 will be pilots, 2 will be gunners. Get in your slots. Okay. The rest of ground command, fill in. Alpha, fill in.
Don't I get to pick my dudes? I wanted British
No.
and Germans.
Bravo, fill in.
Not gonna
Bro,
lie,
the
I like
Vencer, I
this
swear to
system.
God.
I'm here.
Charlie, fill in. Delta, the rest of you, fill in.
Despite the earlier cancer, this actually is working out pretty well.
Bravo is not full yet.
Tempest.
It's not for me. I didn't get what I want.
Ems is taking that slot.
Okay, if you don't have a slot, fill in. There are very few places you can go.
Trying to
Ems.
take the driver
Ems,
slot.
take
The
the fucking
server's being
slot.
slow. I'm trying to fucking take it. The game's being slow.
Fix your game.
You are.
Fix your equipment.
We need a Bravo commander. Okay, we need a Charlie. What happened to everyone in Charlie? Charlie was just filled a second ago.
Well, Ems is trying to get into the
Good
fucking
lord.
slot.
I'll be back in a second.
It's like herding cats.
Okay, the driver of Charlie is for Ems. Nobody else take that.
I mean, there's only one
Look
person
no
to blame
badges,
here.
like.
There's only one person to blame. for this
Look, we have a
unorganized
full
chaos.
server, so you'll pick your slot or you won't play and I'll get someone else. I really don't care. Anyway, I'm gonna push us the map so I can explain how today's mission's going to go.
Mike!
Yeah, it's not letting me actually pick a slot.
Well, feels bad.
Wait,
man.
did you say you're pushing us in?
Oh god.
Stop!
I've got my kilt on with my Russian helmet, and I got my gas mask next to me. Let's go.
Shut the fuck
Kinky.
up, you fucking
Violence.
retard.
Fine, I'm just gonna quickly reconnect.
Hey, I got Yanni on my team. Yanni, give me your mom.
That's Yanni's mom.
Alright, so I'm going to wait till I see a majority of you that aren't hourglass. Instead, you have a diamond, which means I can then begin the brief, and we'll talk about how everything goes here. Irish, don't load GM. No one ever said to load GM, so I don't know why you had it loaded. Alright, Flavit, thanks for the 5-month resub. Sorry guys, I'm dealing with children. I hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I
You want to vote yourself.
hope you get a kick out of this one.
Let's vote him in. Kick Liru.
You can't become the admin, I'm the admin.
I didn't press anything.
This is a coup.
Don't fuck with the
Is it now?
please.
No.
Press anything.
I mean,
Wait,
if Jordy
no.
does, he can become the admin.
Oh, what?
Oh fuck.
Who has been
Wow.
Anyone else?
He's making examples for clout.
Wait, you forgot Jason Gray.
I don't...
Don't you dare.
See, now you're not allowed on for another 2 minutes, okay? So... Alright, we have a majority of the people in here because some of you decided to try to coup me. Anyway, here's how the op's gonna go today if you click on map so you can see everything. So, this is a Russian versus AAF plus CSAT scenario. Both AAF and CSAT are on the mainland. All of the objectives that they're going to be at least the major ones, are marked in orange question marks. There are also 2 orange exclamation points. I'll get to that in a second. Skelly, I swear to fucking God. Now, most of you are going to spawn at the drop zone area. The only people that aren't going to spawn at the drop zone area will spawn at the submarines. Please stop marking stuff on the map, kids. I'm trying to explain how you're going to do your op today. Thank you. So, at the drop zone is going to be every squad with a BTRK. There are 2 spare BTRKs there. If you lose them, that's it. You're now airborne or you're going to have to steal enemy vehicles. If you die, or you somehow get bugged out and die, you're going to have air reinsert you on the submarines. How the submarines work is it's literally a submarine with some concrete textures built in, so there's actually a place for you to land. So there's 1 helicopter per submarine, and it's going to be a 3rd submarine. I'll get to that in a second. Now, the operation is simple. You guys are trying to find an east wind device, which is the weird-looking transport truck with that big funky device on the back. You're going to find that and then airlift it to the submarines. If you get it on the 3rd submarine, you win. GG. We don't know where it is, so you gotta find it and basically fight through the question mark areas to get it. Another hint is that CSAT will be guarding it compared to the AAF. Now, another issue. Kajman cannot airlift the east wind device, so you're gonna have to find a CSAT base with Taru helicopters. Once you find one, I would recommend you grab it and bring it to the submarine, and then hold it there until you need one of your Kajman pilots to grab it, and then get to the the east wind device that the infantry find, airlift it off, and then it's GG. So find the helicopter, get the helicopter, find the east wind device, get the east wind device, bring it back to submarines. Any questions?
Can only pilots fly the Taru?
Only pilots can fly the Taru. So one of the Kajman crews is going to have to turn pilot only, and as they bring the Taru back.
Just to make it clear for myself, the BTRs are at the submarines, right?
No, they're at the drop zone, and the spare
Okay.
two are also at the drop zone. That won't be attacked or molested for this operation.
Respawn point is at the submarines.
Respawn points at the submarines. There is, on top of R&R, on top of both submarines with the Kajman, a cargo box with a radio. That's long range. You can use that to call in, but I'll also be watching to see if we have any reinserts. Any other questions? Last thing I'll say, the exclamation points, those are big, bad areas that you don't want to go to, but I'll be spamming QRF from. So the closer you are to those things, the harder a time you're going to have. This is meant to be
quelled from there.
You can try, but if you start doing it that way, I'm just going to bring QRF from the blacked out portions of the map. It's meant to be a raid style. So you're not taking and holding, you're taking and fucking off if you can't find your thingy.
How about air defense?
Unknown.
Alien presence in the AO.
None, because frames.
Thank you.
And if you asked, oh, never mind. If you asked about air defense,
Default.
airfield,
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
On the fact that the BTR crews don't actually get movement, like beyond a pistol, I would level rifle and just submachine gun into the commander's spot. Alright.
Oh, boy.
It's not like we.
This is high on 5-0.
50 check. Good check.
I just realized I don't think I loaded Zeus cache, but that's fine.
Check.
Good check.
Yeah.
So, for this operation, first off, what's up, guys? Wee Woo here. We have a nice little
50 check.
Russians versus AAF and
Good check.
CSAT on the map today. I have set the CSAT guys to blue for today. And they're going to basically be hunting the Russians, that is. They're going to be looking for the East Wind device.
on 50.
East Wind device is right in here. Now, in order to get that, they're going to have to get a Taru. The Taru, there are two that are opportunistic up here. They are right here. Now, I'm going to set one of these as invincible, because it's already set that way, but I always like to be thorough. And that's so that they can't lose. If it does get blown up, though, I'll at least try to change that. But it's also because I have some pretty nasty stuff over here.
I'm on 50.
Copy. Charlie, are you on 50?
Charlie 50.
Delta.
Now, let me tab out here.
Vicus.
Charlie BTR commander here.
Alright. Now we're all set. Hey, JFX, yeah, go have dinner. Have fun. So, we had everything spawn in right here, and we'll see how this op commences. Now, resupply is all in their VIX.
Is anyone from Bravo BTR on 50?
And then we have the command vehicle right here.
BTR on 50.
Copy that.
And then we got our two air vehicles back here. This box has an MR3000, so people, if that get reinsert, can call. They can pick either sub, and here's the third sub where they have to deliver the East Wind device.
Our first move is obviously to attack the point that read 142212.
50 check.
As the map
Frames are good.
the point
That's
is
good.
the elevation of 74 meters, which is why I suggest. Yeah, I'm also open to suggestions, by the way.
I bet you do, Flabbit.
We move like this.
Thanks for the
and set
$5.
BTRs for
For the $5
support
spot.
on the mountain range. Which is
Hope you keep enjoying the
higher
ops. Hope you
than
get
the
a kick out of this.
It's moving through dense tree lines. Yes,
Hey,
dangerous,
Momentous.
yes, but it's a
Yun.
flanking maneuver, and it will give us the advantage in that fight.
The command for the op, it's
And
exclamation
this
point
point of
mission.
inferiority is better wherever we get it.
But it's basically going to be a platoon of mechanized units, so BTRKs, JFAX, who just went to dinner. He's the one that made a custom Russian skin for me. Not too textured because I don't want it to lag out the server, but enough for people to realize that, you know, this compared to
over to BTR Overwatch points.
this is an enemy one, and then that's a friendly Russian one.
Destroying everything that they have that needs to be destroyed, other than the East Wind device, of course. And yeah, that is the general plan for now. We're gonna plan as we go.
So, first objective right here is just meant to be a bit of a teaser, but it's also meant to start my AO.
After we hit and clear that point, where do we move on to? Do we plan that after?
We are gonna move to the point which is east of Afira.
So here's how the alliances are set up right now.
The simplest to go to.
He'll shoot him, but if I put him...
He said the fucking AAF's not gonna be guarding the East Wind device, so we should find the non-AAF positions and go there.
The question is how we're gonna do that. Is there on the net?
Not on 50, you should ask a JTAC.
Got these beefy boys. So, to make this sub work, I had to disable the simulation of the sub. I attached two together to make this landing pad work. And also enough to fit the resupply. This is a repair Taru crate, a rearm crate, and then a little fuel thing. If the thing comes nearby, it'll automatically repair. If not, they can look at it with free cam and scroll wheel and get an option if they're close enough. But, you know, this is just something to give them a good amount of air power, and they're also changing their pylons with the use of an F7 menu from a mod we have in the mod set. Otherwise, we're seeing this one change mostly to AGMs, while the other one looks like is going to do air cover, as well as air-to-ground stuff. Oh yeah, no, those landings are going to be really tough to make. Ground, this is high, do you copy?
This is ground center traffic.
Relay to your JTAC to relay to air. If they get shot down, their vehicle is on a 3-minute respawn timer. It's either 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes. So they'll get it back, but it's going to take a little bit. Over.
This is ground, copies.
So they're going to be making a plan here. But I've got all the positions loosely garrisoned. The closer ones to their points are there, but otherwise this is kind of just a search and mark style operation. If they ignore all those AAF objectives, I'll just send a lot of AAF QRF to this position. CSAT will also send some backup.
Round Alpha will take lead.
But I'm not going to set anything up until I see their plan, so they're going to move up to this Overwatch point. But I will try any excuse I can to engage the players.
Alpha, Bravo, ground, Charlie, Delta.
Auto hover would just make you a target.
We're gonna move to 6.
In terms of AA, I do have some positions with man-pad launchers back here. I've also got some free walk-in Titan AA. But nothing else too big. I'm not trying to like purely stress the Kajman, but I will mess them up. But what's nice about this is that this forces them to go to both corners of the map because they have to get one objective from here and one from there. So it's not just going to be a bum rush. You know, they'll actually have to
Alpha Bravo
go with it.
Alpha's in lead. We're on the line.
I generally don't like to use Artie on Friday Ops. So I don't have any Artie set up, but if I absolutely need it, I'll go build a position somewhere in the corner of the map and use it. I don't know, that mindset comes from the fact that I started off under Luton 09, and he would definitely RDS. So it looks like when I was making this, I forgot to put a movement down and then a cycle, because otherwise they just chill there.
Hold on.
But yeah, this first objective, nothing too big. If it was just infantry assaulting this, this would actually be a bit of a threat. I do have a mortar actually right
Ground
here.
confirmed, we moving out?
So I just lied. I forgot. I put that right there. But, you know, I got 50 cal set up. I got an attack helicopter ready to go. But, you know, they're going to be against 4 BTRKs, and that's going to blow this base up.
Our station's open, buddy.
Yeah, that was way back in the day, wasn't it? Had to have been 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know, just the reason I bring it all up in the first place is I finalized the first video I have for Zeus in Golden Rules. It's gonna go up Sunday, I think at 10 a.m. No, it's gonna go up at noon. But you know, I spent the last 3 weeks talking and making scripts over, you know, just Zeusing concepts, and it brought up a lot of old wounds. So I'm gonna release a few videos, talk about Zeusing fundamentals, and then we'll start tackling different concepts, but I need to set up that framework so then I can reference it as I make other videos.
Just to confirm, squads are dismounting prior to BTRs engaging, yes?
After we regroup at on Bunny.
Well, Jan, I don't have anything to represent the SCP Foundation. I'd have to build kits on the fly, and that's something I don't necessarily like to do. What's your opinion of pilots using sticks?
Alpha on HP Bunny.
I mean, if they want to use them, let them use them.
Copy.
Piloting only becomes an issue, regardless of the equipment they're using, if they try to pilot something and they can't pilot it.
Excuse Charlie's BTR, our driver is somehow magnetized against rocks.
We know. I assume this is everyone, correct?
Yeah, all here, correct.
So here it looks like they're doing some recon. I'm going to start setting up some QRF to move in.
BTR speed advised after squads dismount.
Laser Rat's having some weird connection issues. He already dropped from the TeamSpeak 3 times, so I'm not surprised I'm seeing that. So I'm going to set this as careless hold fire as he does his move going in, because he'll have to, I'll angle him the other way. And then let's see, Strider, we'll go with the GMG.
What squads were dismounted at this time?
GMGs are pretty nasty.
Alpha's dismounted.
With all the air support.
Charlie's dismounted.
Oh damn, they are hugging
Delta's
low.
dismounted.
Bravo.
Bravo dismounted.
Copy that. BTRs move up in front of the infantry, open up fire support by fire. Infantry move up while the BTRs open up on the compound.
So what I'm going to do when they exchange fire here is I'm going to let the AI fire at will, which he might because they're uphill, so that could turn pretty lethal. But I'm going to try to get this helicopter to go airborne. This 4-man unit, I'll try to flank around and do some damage on the player base's right flank. I'll also have to teleport Laser Rat back in, and then this team of infantry, he's gotten stuck on that guy.
What confirmation are you looking for, Graham?
Yeah, the AI like to get stuck sometimes, it's a bit annoying. But I'll have that group come in and dismount in the town.
Raining hellfire on the point, infantry when hellfire starts. You're clear to start moving into the compound.
And it begins. Mortar already firing. And I'm hit. This is worrisome, though, because that mortar is shooting. These guys are running down. I'm going to be curious to see where those shells land. At least they're going mobile here. Heard a rocket launch. That injured that BTR. And, yep, those shells are landing up there.
BTRs, be advised, there's AT below that mini tower.
Alright, so we're gonna start queuing this stuff to come up.
This Bravo BTR, our positions just got shelled by, I think, indirect fire. We are repositioning.
Copy, all BTRs, spread out.
So we got this 4-man team. These guys have popped smoke.
Charlie BTR. Be advised, Charlie BTR spotted a mortar on the HQ building.
This is Alpha. We are at Alpha line mark on map. Trying to move up to the position now.
More mortars being fired here. Looks like it's aimed at another BTR.
Charlie's free to move up on the compound.
And it's now taken out.
BTRs hold 80 fire on the compound. You're clear with 762s in extreme cases. Infantry are clear to move up on the compound.
Now, I am also going to send up another patch of QRF here.
Out the mortar. Good copy. All BTRs, hold fire, hold fire.
And send it to seek and destroy. It doesn't have any AGM ordnance, so it's not going to outright dome those BTRs, but it'll be threatening enough. Killer Pujo, thanks for the 4-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you are getting a kick out of this one, and you're staying safe on COVID-19. I would, if I have to, I let the, I would let the AI control the mortar. But I just don't like mortaring players because I had to deal with that for a very long time. Ooh, that guy just got tapped. But you know, there is the place for remote controlling mortars. You know, that has its own cinematics, which I value here and there. So it all depends on the circumstance. Everything has a different circumstance to follow up on.
This is Charlie. We've reached the compound.
All right, so these vehicles were just hit by that aircraft coming in, so this place is pretty much cut off.
Setting up security southwest.
Be advised, you've secured a mortar position.
50 check. Be advised, Delta's in the compound.
I forgot this existed. Wow, that's a major oversight on me. I completely forgot that that post existed. That's an oversight on my end. Oh well. So they just blew that thing up. Now they do have access to a mortar now. I'm gonna be curious to see what they do with it.
Charlie reads, preparing to engage.
Otherwise, CSAT isn't really gonna do much here. They have their own duties. They don't really care much for their what the AAF military does, because CSAT's just gonna think this is some emergency until later. So he immediately went to defend only, probably because he detected those other aircraft.
Alpha BTRK pushing to the fob.
Yeah, AI being AI.
All forces be advised, it seems like we see a large enemy curve incoming consisting of a few striders, a few helicopters. Hold for extra info.
And what I'm also going to start doing, since the frames are all right, is
Bravo's holding down southeast of the compound while the rest just
start garrisoning these positions up.
Be advised, boys, we have some sort of rocket fire. Probably ATGMs coming in from the southeast.
Rotary inbound, strafing.
I don't want anything too big. But they just called rotary inbound strafing the mic cut off, so let's quickly look over. It's still alive.
Incoming Hellcat.
Yeah, alright, I evaded that too hard. And I somehow pancaked Kane on that.
This
Wow.
is J-Task Command. Took multiple casualties. Alpha, can you get your medic over here?
I didn't even realize that thing was under me. Alright, well. There goes the command, Vic. Thankfully, we have a transport truck right here, but wow. Awesome. I was trying to evade the missile. I was literally watching that, and I wasn't even looking at the ground, so.
JTAC medic
Oopsie.
inbound.
Ground, this is Charlie. Would you like us to break down that motor and bring it to your vid?
Ground, just 8 shift.
All squads, this is Alpha. Be advised, heavy Vic sounds from southeast.
Yeah, no, at this point, these guys are going to be running away. There's no QRF to be sent to them, so they're just going to come up to that position.
What direction did you say?
Southeast.
That's me back there. My concern is that animation.
This is Bravo to ground. We're moving back to our BTR that is set up outside at the flanking position.
Charlie BTR is still on the Overwatch Hill. We're engaging enemy infantry inside the town to the southeast.
Bravo BTR is holding along the road.
Well, thanks for the $5 stot.
At marker BTR Bravo.
I hate it when it turned into a kamikaze run.
Alpha BTR roughly on Strider mark.
Delta BTR inside the compound next to HQ building.
Oh, sorry, I'm what?
Alright, so if you see people like this, they're gonna have to be reinserted. So I'm just letting you know right now.
Advised, Charlie BTR engaging infantry to the southwest. About click away.
Copy that. Alpha, Bravo, do you read?
Alpha copies.
Trying to tell them
I
now.
want you guys to mark your route.
This is something that I'm trying to have Nimia fix.
Position 1 to the northeast of Frini, 1 to the southwest of Frini. Delta, you're gonna push into the town.
There's laser.
We're pushing into Frini. Understood.
Yeah, hold on. Wait for when I'm gonna announce the plan execution. In the meantime, all forces start loading up. Charlie, you're gonna be watching out for QRF covering basically the front.
Nope, he's crashing again, because otherwise that teleport would have cycled him. Matter, he's not joined in yet. I'll just wait for the call in.
Charlie BTR engaging Strider southeast.
Ground Alpha, be advised, Taru spotted, military question mark, down to our southwest. Marked on map, copy.
There again for Kamaj.
Wasn't for Kamash, we have found the Taru, this is Alpha, it's on the military installation at question mark down to the southwest corner. 2 Tarus are there, copy?
Copy that. After we clear the town of Frini,
Oh, that guy got shot from long range.
We're gonna push in there.
Pull him back.
Copy, do you want Alpha mounting up now?
All forces stop mounting up, move according to the plan. Delta, you're gonna pushing in. Charlie, you're covering.
Can you please mark what road you would like Charlie to cover?
It's yeah, I will show this the approximate line.
Ground.
Send.
Suggestion, we do not need to clear every town, we're not holding anything, we're just here to raid. Suggest we ignore Freeney, go round it, and head to our next objective.
Copy that. In that case, which I sort of forgot, I said that it's mainly flat terrain from here till the two towers. But the issue of the two towers is that it's about, what, 1 click, give or take, from the airbase, where they have QRF.
A-firm, but we could get in, quickly grab them, bug the fuck out as quickly as possible.
Agreed. Sounds like a plan.
Grounds is high, be advised, your 1x reinsert at base. Break. Reminder to all stations on this net, if you can't pick someone up because they're in that glitched out medical animation, they are classed as dead and will need a reinsert. Over.
Okay, all stations be advised, we're gonna move via the line. We're gonna dismount close up to the mountain range. That's basically the plan.
So I'm basically just setting up a large force garrison here.
While we are moving out, while you're moving closer, be advised that you will that the videos will need to cover fire support as you move. What vehicles do we have in here?
1x looks like either a rearm or repair vehicle.
South of the ground, we're sitting at the buildings just to your southwest. We're awaiting the rest of the guys. Once we're ready, we'll start rolling out.
Ground, do you want Charlie's BTR to go pick them up and leave our overwatch position now?
Yeah, start moving to the format point at the outpost.
Ground, be advised, would you guys like this motor that we found? You won't leave it there.
Say again for ground.
Ground, we have located and captured 1x motor. Would you like it to bring it to you?
A firm will first need to get a vehicle, but yes.
JTech, this is High, how copy?
Go.
Remind your pilots reinserts are going to be from the submarines, not the drop zone. Over.
Copy, submarine, not drop zone.
I told you that in the brief. Unknown call sign, as I said in chat, once you're reinserted and you land by the VIX, you'll be able to grab one, just in case people spawn without them. Over. If I had to explain every little
Bravo
detail,
and Charlie
we'd be
ETA
here
meeting up with us at the Alpha Mark so we can get the
You
show
just
on the
gotta
road.
hope those types of glitches don't actually happen.
Loading up now.
Bravo, we were already a little bit north of your line, so we'll come out towards you now.
Alright, so we're gonna basically put out some warriors now and try to figure out what the heck's going on.
BTOK would like to be known as Yanni's soccer mom. BTOK?
This is ground, constant approved, Yanni's soccer mom. Be advised, hold on, Yanni, I need you to step out and club the truck for me. What do you say about that?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Was that on 50 for Yanni?
Yep. I need to step up to the BTR and club the truck.
You need me to pick up the truck.
Fix it. Engine is fucked. Ground needs a beat.
Out for the ground. I've got 3 canisters here ready to roll out. Sorry, BTRs. Can we move out, please?
Hold on.
Alright, so first assault went good, had a few tech issues which we had to explain to people how they worked, which is fine, just the process of doing it every week.
Can you come Oh, no, man.
Can I delete the body? Yeah, no, they're tied to that Vic, so I'll just delete that. That just takes a lot of server room to make go empty, and we still have people running away with their tails
I
between their
hate to
legs.
be the bearer of bad news, but in order to repair something, you need to have a repair facility next to it.
Yep, that was figured out. All BTRs are clear to move out. We're gonna figure something out here.
My ground, this is high. Do you copy?
Yep.
Did you know that Kajmans can hold 8 people? That's why I'm using them for reinserts.
I'm not sure it would be the smartest choice to have a Kazmin transport us.
If High Command is suggesting it, it probably is a good idea.
Can we have one of the Kazmins come in and pick us up, please?
Break Alpha to the two.
I'm just saying, you
BTRs
could
of this, Bravo and Delta.
drop
We'll
them
take the lead,
over,
follow
like
us.
fly
We're
a
gonna go
few
a little bit off
clicks.
the black line.
Like,
use a bit more cover to get up to our
it's
dismount
not
point.
rocket science, but if they're gonna,
This is
I try to
Delta
help
High. Are
them,
there any
but
spare vehicles at drop zone or no?
this is high. The only 2 extras were 2 BTRKs. Over.
Copy, understood.
Not gonna lie, holding still under a helicopter probably isn't the smartest idea, but, you know. Whoop-de-doo. So those 2 Moors are coming up. They'll end up going up to that position to check things out. Imagine deleting bodies for server performance. This was made by 4-person OpScan. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, having less people in an op does have its benefits. I'll give it that much. Then you can
Just so
leave
you
more
guys know,
things in,
Charlie's
still get good
BTR is about
performance.
4 clicks behind.
You're 1 click behind.
We were held back by ground, trying to repair a vehicle.
Last call sign, can you confirm? Most BTR's current position compared to drop zone's only 3 clicks away, which means you had to have gone north into the ocean for that to make sense. Over.
Shush, Liru.
Excuse me, what part are you trying to make sense of it? I mean, none of it made sense to begin with.
Few clicks here and there, what does it matter?
Oh, you're talking about Yanni's units of measurements.
Break, Alpha, Bravo Delta, this is Alpha. I've marked a purple line. Alpha is going to clear the west side of the compound. Copy?
Delta copies.
Bravo is gonna need to repeat on that one.
Imagine having performance issues. From Todd Howard. It just works, right? I don't know. I'm
Air, did you blow something up to the
curious
east?
of how this is all going, but
Yes, those were 2 times vehicles. URF.
Okie dokie.
I'm no expert in avionics for jets, but
All ground forces, remember this is an in and out.
I
Pick up the towers.
feel like there's something wrong here. You know, it might just be my.
But one of the
Wait,
captains is gonna donate his gun.
I feel like there's something wrong with this aircraft.
I mean, we could just drop off the Taru somewhere.
I can't put my finger on it. It
once
just
we done with this until we find the actual vehicle that we need.
The more I look at it, the worse it gets.
To get him destroyed.
One of the Cashmans could pause for this. You just
But
eject one of their pilots out and fly it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's what I said.
I've had enough for today. What about you? You're okay? What about you? Okay, I guess we'll use you then, because you're not...
Alpha Bravo Delta, are you taking any contact?
Alpha has spotted 1 times BTRK in the fucking compound.
Yeah.
With that, what's for PID?
Yeah. I've got nothing else to say. That was interesting. Like, in a bad way. Just very... Yeah. Not even kidding. Like, what was that?
Alpha dismounting.
Alpha on foot, pushing
This
on target.
game, I swear to God.
Copy Alpha. May God be with you.
Alright, so I'm gonna start sending
Straight
these
out to
guys
ground
already,
forces.
because they're gonna call it in as a priority, and AAF are gonna
No,
bend over
there's 2
backwards
times
to get it
power
done.
limit, a high explosive ordnance inside of there. We're gonna need both of those. Or at least one.
Yeah, they're gonna just need one of those up to deal with the stuff over here. And now we're gonna start having CSAT stuff mobilized, so... Let's see... Go into that, go into CSAT, go into helicopters, we'll have, Taru transport ready to go.
Be advised, Charlie's arrived at the dismount.
Charlie dismounted.
Bravo's already approaching compound together with Alpha.
Copy that. Remember to limit HE inside the compound. Watch your frags. Any explosive that you can watch for. Don't throw it unless you absolutely need to.
Alpha copies. We're pushing in now. Getting up close.
Copy that. Fix on it.
Alright, I thought this was a 3-man Vic, but looks like it's only a 2-man. So guns disabled. They let the plane take off.
Bravo.
That's something I did not expect.
Go ahead and tell me. I'm going to try and get that bird in and out as quick as we can.
Oh,
Whichever
dear.
BTR is shooting around into the base right now, I hope you're not hitting the
Oh,
towers.
no.
As Bravo, we are at the wall on the southwest side now. Alpha is currently almost taking care of the tower.
Oh, they don't notice yet.
This is Delta, we have breached the compound as well.
I think the aircraft just turned to sea.
BTRK gunners, remember your APFSD can penetrate through walls and other surfaces as well.
Bravo, be advised, this is Alpha. Battle tower you're closest to on the southern side is manned. Please clear it for us. Would much appreciate.
They should have been watching that airfield like a hawk. And looks like that plane's gonna go down, but yeah, these guys are dead, so some of their air support's offline for a bit. Meanwhile, Marids, I'm going to send immediately.
Here's all squads have entered the compound. BTRs, please hold fire.
Ground, be advised that this time we have mostly secured the Tarus. We have mostly secured the Tarus. Radar contact left, setting up for QRF in the southeast. Copy?
Copy that. Good copy.
Ground, be advised, we have also consolidated 1 times HEMIC transport. Stretch up 2.
Copy that. Once the tower is picked up, move back to marked area with the marking spotlight.
Lino at mines.
This is Bravo, we got a squad of QRF coming in from the southwest.
Copy that,
Along the
Bravo.
road, about a little lick out.
Ground Alpha, suggestion we get Carsman's in here rapidly to get this Taru out. We have this place secure for now.
They're already coming in.
Beautiful.
All forces be advised, once Taru is picked up, pull back.
Infantry scan for AA at the airbase. We don't lose the Carsman to that, do we?
Have them come in from this side. Yep, good. Alright, we got those tanks set up right there.
Bravo preliminary scouting of the airbase reveals that there is a tank that watches this direction, so you don't want to linger with any helicopters.
What fucking BTR is charging forward into an enemy airbase alone right now?
Alright, let's get on the gun and start messing with them. Bad Wolf, thanks for the 25-month resub. Wino AT mines, because I'm mean.
Oh my god.
Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of this. And Winter, thanks for giving a sub to K-Man. I thought K-Man was in the op.
Be advised, enemy BTRK taken out on its way back to the airbase.
Regardless, hope you keep enjoying the ops and hope you get a kick out of this. So I'm going to start shooting AP up there until they blow me up.
Helicopter coming in southeast. It's another Taru.
Passenger Taru, passenger Taru. Dunk it, dunk it, dunk it.
It's going down. It's destroyed.
Guys, I'm switching to HE.
Ground, be advised, we're spotting no AA on the airfield. However, there is 2 times tank.
Alright.
This is JTAC, we copy.
I don't want to send Gorgons because they have
my VTR is already
they have
engaged
guided missiles and they don't miss.
Okay, copy. Never mind.
JTAC ETA on those pilots.
Alright, aircrafts respawned. Garage.
Be advised,
Looks like
Charlie's
it didn't
vehicle
copy
just
the
took out
texture
the
over.
left tank.
So just quickly shift that. And it looks like they got, yep, so they got Iopus out, now he's flying the Taru out.
Copy you. All good, all good.
Pull up. Pull up, that's point of strength. Big up there. Then we're gonna move around the plan.
I'm gonna start taking stuff out with HE.
I see 2 QRF APCs incoming from the east side.
Back to the fitties, what does that mean?
Charlie, heads up.
What does that
We
mean?
should probably be moving out soon, are we?
Hey, from all ground forces. Pull back.
Did that? That didn't even launch. Alright, range me to there and we'll just walk the shot in. Oh, I wouldn't go up there, buddy. I'm trying to take that thing out. Now they're running.
Tank shells from the airfield.
Break. The east side, 2 IFDs, Moras, incoming.
Swing and a miss.
Suggest you pull out, we're pulling out now.
All forces.
Charlie's loading up, load up.
Again, pull out.
This is JTAC. No
That
air
one
is
ricocheted
available.
off.
2 to 3 mics.
If there's a BTR still there, suggest
There
you
we go.
kill the fucking Taru that's still alive up there. Deny enemy asset.
What if we
So
lose the one
copy.
we
We
have?
will take it out.
Alright, so let's delete the stuff back here.
Out for the ground, we're pulling back to pullback point X-ray. We'll rally up with the rest of the forces there.
Delta to ground, we are loaded and pulling back as well.
Be advised, I didn't get a manage to destroy it before we had to pull back from the Moras. but I did damage it. I'm not sure if it's flyable.
Copy that.
Alright, now we're gonna put some orcas in the air and try to hunt them.
Charlie left a guy behind on top of the hill.
Too bad.
This is Bravo, we are out of the area.
Tell the guy to nick a truck and get the hell out of there.
Notify the dude that if he can't get a vehicle, he's fighting to the left wheel.
Do we have a guy named Super Wasp King? Oh, yeah. Any station on this net, this is high. Whoever has Super Wasp King, can you remind him to get off the stream before him and I have a very angry argument over?
Yep, I'll take care of it right now.
Oh, he's the guy that's still up there! That's funny. Here, I have a really mean idea.
Situation taken care of.
Because let's be honest, he's pretty much dead up there, so you know, he got left behind. He's screwed. Don't get left behind is the moral of the story.
Ironically, the person left behind was also the stream sniper.
Right.
And so what you're saying is nothing of value was lost.
Karma.
Prop CSAT, yeah.
Ground, this is Alpha, be advised.
So they brought the turret to the
we've
drop
regrouped
zone
you,
instead,
RP
because I did tell them it's a safe area, so I would
Yeah.
probably do that too,
Let's
yeah.
move out, same order as last time. Alpha, Bravo, Ground, and Charlie Delta.
Bravo's at callback point X-ray.
I don't know. As a streamer, I don't
Charlie,
appreciate when
wait,
people watch the stream while they
Alpha to
play.
ground, be advised. Suggest we do not take this first. Suggest we hit question mark first if we're going to do anything. It's up to you, obviously.
Something coming up to south, enemy air.
This is JTAC. We got 2 Wildcats coming in from the southeast.
Yeah, so they're calling
Be
them
advised,
Wildcats. I am going
Charlie
to...
TRK run yellow on ammo.
But I don't think there is anything you can do about this at this time.
That's fine. Worst case scenario, we'll just turn into a transport vehicle, armored transport.
Yeah, better than nothing.
I think at this rate, though, this might be a shorter one compared to other ones I've done, but that's perfectly
JTAC
okay.
ground forces, they're just sitting there menacingly to the southeast.
They make their own fun,
Copy.
you know?
Can we have the Cosmin attack them? JTAC, this is Alpha. Can the Cosmin engage those Hellcats?
Unable.
Solid copy. Suggest we keep moving and just engage them when they come close. Ground.
Agreed. Let's start moving convoy Alpha, Bravo, Ground, Charlie, Delta. So again, Alpha, Bravo, Ground, Charlie, Delta.
Alpha already to your east, just behind the forest. I suggest you move out.
Just cook off from that explosive.
Alpha to high.
This is high, send message.
Be advised, my Grenadier had to disconnect. If we've got anyone in the mod standby channel, can we pull them in?
Firm, there is one guy in mod standby. If you're going to be under transport right now, you can get him in, and I will teleport him up when he's ready, over.
Solid copy, I'll have a quick chat with him.
This is JTAC to high. We're having someone come back for Rion. We'll get them.
Firm.
He's at submarine marker.
A-firm, reinserts are at submarine marker. Break.
Copy that.
If you're talking A-firm, if you're talking about the guy that will join the server to replace the Grenadier, he'll be at drop zone. I'm saying that there's a dead guy that had just respawned at submarine marker. Over. Yeah, so CSAT's now going to
we're gonna
defend this.
Hold marker, snaky bakey.
JTAC ground forces at the next question mark. There's an ammo truck. It should be able to resupply your BTRKs. Please do not destroy it.
Yeah, ammo. Yep. And then that's a repair. So yeah, at the question marks, I gave them opportunities to.
JTAC Alpha, that late joiner guy, he's going to be joining in a moment.
Copy, understood.
But yeah, so far this has been pretty clean. Been a little less stressful. Should leave me with more room to chat with you guys, but I've just been kind of relaxing. You know, I got my nice little Homeworld 1 tutorial music. I'm enjoying myself. Yep, alright, thanks Don for confirming. Yeah, don't say it too soon, something bad's still gonna happen, right? It has to. But, you know, for 45 minutes in, completing the first half of the objectives, it's very nice.
Ground Alpha here, be advised, we're reaching HP Snaky Lake, or whatever the fuck. We're reaching the whole point.
Copy that, you're reaching hold point, snaky bakey.
Request by Charlie's squad.
CSAT now wants blood.
P named Cheeky Breaky.
How about Wanky Banky?
Although there are other plans for the name.
They're gonna call in for backup as well, so I think I'm gonna start busting out the Gorgons.
Be advised, because of very open terrain, BTRs are not gonna dismount infantry until you're actually straight on the point. So don't forget, you do have a thing called the smoke.
Sometimes you gotta waypoint them because they don't want to calculate the road.
Ready to go.
Copy that, BTRs. Move out.
And I'll send that up to also hint at that CSAT's gonna start fielding in units.
All forces, we have a CSAT orca approximately southeast of the compound.
Ooh, I just got my head blown off.
Squads, we're grenading southeast, hold your positions.
Just to see if I can get a shot off that Kajman. Looks like he is yanking back. Sounds like it landed close. Now let's do a little bit of dogfighting here.
Okay, what?
Gotcha.
I didn't get with any of those rockets, unfortunately. Made him jump, though. That's the best way you can do it.
Negative. That's where the CISA position is. No one has the range.
Wait, Gorgon, coming south down the road. Gorgon, coming south
Gorgon's
down the road.
aggroed on the Kajman.
South, down the road.
Be advised.
Thought she took a hit, now she's pulling back.
Signal.
Now they're engaging back and forth here.
Be advised, all squads, we have commandeered 2 times damage ammo.
Copy that. Anyone who needs resupply, stay here with your squads.
And looks like the tank was also engaged and it was coming in.
Be advised, I'm going to be moving the Vic to this northeast side of the building.
Who needs resupply this time?
Any vehicles west, reference Elephant Grass.
Bravo could use a rearm.
Be advised, 2 different ones up the compound.
Southeast, break. Southeast, enemy air.
Wow, that explosion killed all the dudes in there. Alright.
Doing a patrol around the place that has possible CSAT, and a truck is moving in there right now.
Now, let's see. Let me get a Kajman here.
Truck east heading towards the marked CSAT location. Ground, do you copy?
Yep, ground copies.
Yeah, I suggest we go to the area where
PID
Caleb
on
marked.
truck is infantry transport. No east wind device inside
Laser
the
Wrath
truck.
is not having
Say again on marker probably
time.
Truck was a CSAT truck though, so I suggest
truck was an infantry transport CSAT truck moving over to.
Come on, guys. If I'm trying to
CSAT
fortify this
marker.
position, what do you think that means?
Yes.
Ground, Alpha. Alpha requesting
Put 2
permission
and 2
to
together.
push southwest on foot while we use our BTR to cover us. We're happy to go up and clear that position.
CSAT bias here, alright?
Solid, Alpha on mission.
Are there any BTRs that are getting resupplied right now?
Negative, but BTR. Charlie's BTR needs a resupply.
Copy. There is ammo truck inside the compound moving resupply. If anyone else needs resupply, go for it. Whenever set up, resupply, rearmed, whatever you need.
Since I know they don't have eyes over here, I'm gonna just ready some units to be deployed. Because the longer they take, the longer I have to basically fortify. Let's see, and then I'll separate those 2 squads and move them around accordingly. So other Kajman is getting back on station. That's going to be good. But my Kajman is probably going to get there first. Except you went to defend only. Oh, you silly goose. You're an attack helicopter. Take the hint, guys. Something's flying overhead.
Bravo, we don't have a couple shot. Alpha copies. Yeah, it's moving in. Just shot at my thing, my BTR.
AA specialist just fired. Got a hit on the Kajman.
I'll get my BTR to try and engage. Going down. Question mark? No, yes.
Yeah, Lotus Rotor.
She might be able to auto-rotate it.
Looks like it's crashing.
Ooh, not enough. Did too bad of a turn right there. Oh, the helis, these are engaged from about 2 clicks out. They, there was a recent ARM update where now the choppers just like to engage further out, which is really nice.
Hey guys, did you shoot at that helo coming in?
Alpha, what's the status on clearing the area southwest?
So I did have a
Coming up
2-man
on it
team
now,
run
ground.
back.
We're going to do a quick clean. Once it's clean, we'll mount up and boot back to you.
Copy.
Bravo might be able to get eyes on that huge research compound to our south that is definitely gonna be the location of the east wind device.
Wait, where's it?
You don't say.
Okay, I do need a status report. Where is the
Alright.
east wind supposed to be? Where I marked it or near the airfield?
These little bastards can be very, very good fly swatters. But it gives them a challenge without, like, fully locking on them.
This is Alpha BTR. I suggest the other BTRs pull up as well, as this is about to be cleared.
Delta is mounted up at the question mark. Ready to move.
Alpha, are you clear to move out?
Ground, this is Alpha, be advised, the area is secure. There's a few stragglers, they're dead now.
Copy that, move back to the
T-140 pushed out, it was taken out.
Expected east wind location.
Alpha copies, remounting now.
Bravo, I got my binoculars out and I'm looking at that massive research base. I don't see any enemies right now, but it doesn't exclude the location.
There he is.
Bravo, be advised, this is Alpha, we're moving out, heading back to the question mark. Gets in.
Look at that perfect hover. He's not gonna know what's gonna hit him.
Alpha Bravo ground, Charlie Delta.
Do.
When I'm gonna back in here into the question
There he
mark,
goes.
we're gonna start moving out. Talk on
Early cuts.
Also, I'm getting a second thermal signature in.
That is why you never hover in place. Because it just makes it very easy for me to do that. So you can actually see it got shot down right there. Now they'll get that back in 3 minutes and they can try again. But, you know, if you're going to engage stuff at my position, I'm going to engage stuff on your position. And they've already started... Oh, wait, no, they already started engagement, so I am going to...
Okay, Alpha, what are you doing at this point, at this time?
Yeah, we're going to call for these puppies.
Go left a bit.
Copy that. Bravo, what are you doing this time?
I'm loaded up with my squads in the BTR.
Copy that. Charlie, what are you doing at this time?
Currently waiting for our BTR to arrive to pick us up.
Copy that. Delta, what are you doing at this time?
We are all mounted up and holding to move.
Copy that. All forces.
Yeah, so they engaged something there, so now it's gonna just basically be a bunch of angry bees that come in.
Up at the ground, we're with you, waiting to roll out of the question mark.
I'm gonna break these guys apart and charge them across to that engine noise. And now I ask, why do I have these guys backing away when I need them right here?
Checking if the ammo truck had any ATs.
Alpha Bravo, take lead.
This is a Titan, guys. This will insta-kill ya.
Alpha on mission.
Loitered there too long. Now they're all staying.
Bravo,
That's not gonna be good.
Delta in position.
Alpha's moving.
Snipers are also taking their sweet time.
Okay. The information, let's move out. Everyone, we're gonna regroup at hold point TSB bullies, and then dismount at dismount point Chicky Bricky. then we're gonna do the same plan that we did on the first compound. How copy?
Bravo copies.
A full-on platoon. Because this is their prized possession here.
So let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Alpha lead to JTAC.
There's the Kajman back.
Alpha lead to JTAC. You copy on this net?
Go. Go for JTAC.
JTAC Alpha, marker on map, EI tower. Any chance we can get a Kazman strike on that?
Very possible, yeah.
The AI don't really know how to scan properly. Alright, so I'm gonna put in some more of these puppies and then...
1 times Weasel southeast.
Say again?
1 times
We'll let it go
Weasel
from there.
southeast. South now.
Copy that. Are you good at
We're moving past.
Yeah, so they deploy countermeasure, but then they don't move on top of it, so
VODS
it's
is
just
dead.
weird.
Copy. Disregard is dead.
So that's just a glitch with respawning where, you know how arsenals like to eat your radios? Same thing happens and sometimes when you respawn, so that's why I always give them a cache. I guess in the future I'll put a copy of the supplies in that, in the vehicle instead. So now they're coming up. QRF with those 2 Tigresses are coming in. Those are going to end up being small secondary objectives, and I can...
This is Alpha BTR. We have thermals in the little guard tower northeast on the hill.
Done?
We're going to make this equatorial hell. Because so far they've been steamroll, you know? And I've been entertaining that.
What is in Baron 191? Disregard. What's in Baron 191?
But now it's going to be a lot worse. If they're quick,
This is
there won't be any problems. If they're not quick,
JTAC to ground forces. We have 2 times Tigresses to the south of HBTS bullies.
let's pull my last trump card out.
Approximately 3 clicks. It would be mighty appreciated if you could deal with those.
Alright, change the loadouts. Let's get some 20mm HE and some HE rockets right there. Confirm that they're cleared because I don't want to outright dunk any of their Vics.
Other forces continue moving to this 1 point cheeky breaky ground. BTR is gonna try to remove the Nixon.
Alpha, on your lead, all will follow.
Alpha moving.
Yeah, so I think they are alerted that these Tigresses are here and exist. So now it's just a matter of
platoon.
you're gonna have to deal with those before they can extract the vehicle.
One times APC northeast in the checkpoint.
So yeah, we're getting some shots here. But what I basically made is a bit of a honey trap. Now, the issue with it is I didn't mean for it to be that way. I meant for this to be a nice fight, and then hopefully if they're quick enough, they'd get out before the steamroll. And the QRF would be coming in as they were trying to leave, because we've seen them be slow with that. What's instead going to happen is now they're going to fight this with the QRF practically on their ass. Because air engaged way too early.
Be advised, this is ground. We have about 4 MPGs coming southwest population. We're trying to engage straight in here.
And I'm not going to give them any mercy. Now I'm going to teach them how the big leagues operate.
All forces, you have about 4 to 6 MPGs.
Ground energy the first time, we suggest you do not engage them and fall back to us where we can support you.
That's a good one.
Cack.
Ground, I still don't see you guys moving towards it.
We have 1 time to down.
BTRs, if the assault fails, we fail. We need to get the assault get through first before we can deal with those tanks.
I'm not going to use jets because that would easily murk everyone. Let's see.
We're going to be, the plan is to be using the same plan with the
8-bit GMG, northwest.
That's going to hit him on the turret. Yep, turret disabled.
Alpha to all other squads, witness us.
Bravo, same.
Epic now charging ahead.
Down.
Is going to witness why that's a bad idea. I hope he didn't have a squad in him.
Delta has a Mascaz.
The copy that. Other squads, how are you doing?
I have the units, I have the server resources here.
Bravo mostly made it to the south side of the compound. Emphasis on mostly.
Alright, we have 2 Vics that are hit.
Like 3 guys down somewhere.
And my Kajman haven't even come in yet. Get your butts in there. A lot of people are down because they picked an open top. This Vic is also charging in. And we're gonna give it the same treatment.
Charlie, this is Charlie, I'm back up. Sorry, we had a mass cast. Be advised, Charlie's down. Charlie's down.
Good copy, how many of you are up at time?
Still at half capacity right now.
Yes, all BTRs that are available for combat. Attempt to provide fire support on the compound.
Be advised, there is a HMG or some type of cal northwest to west in one of the battle towers.
Vic's charge ahead.
Copy that.
Something I tell him to never do.
GMG on one of the battle towers. Move up, left. 322. 322.
Now we have these tanks coming in. Air needs to stop them, or else this is going to get very, very messy. And too late. That Vic is now down. And now you're hearing a 50 cal. I believe that's the one up there engaging.
Smoke been dragged.
I don't know why they picked this kill zone. They should have come around back here.
Insert for the entirety of Alpha.
Alright, one of those Vics went down. Let's control out, look at that plan. I don't know why they went around from the south in this giant open field instead of coming up to here and using this to stage. They picked a really bad, because this is all open. They didn't consider these hills to overwatch. And they literally just went to an open hill and are pretty much getting screwed now because that was just a very bad call.
It's like Cashman, not sure if it's friendly or not. Cashman in the air.
So now I think that Cashman's engaging this one.
Good check.
Yeah, so I should have definitely had a, whatchamacallit.
Good copy, bro. Charlie's moving in right now.
I should have had a copy of the radios in the boxes as well. Now, Barbarian Viking here, he's duking it out with an enemy Kajman.
MBT, west.
Oh, boy. This is one of those examples where everything had to have gone wrong for them to screw this up. And, yep. I do not know why the Kajman thought it was a good idea to take that tank out. That was very, very silly.
Be advised, Charlie's gonna be moving north.
This is gonna get wiped.
Drive the wounded wherever you can. Charlie's gonna be moving north. Squad, move north into the elephant grass.
Like, this is actually going to result in probably a failure, because I don't see any room to recover here. I honestly don't, and I'm shrugging here. Like, they can get those BTRs, sure, but then they have to drive them all the way around unless they use the Taru. That's a big risk. Now I'm pretty much going to have these tanks come in to clean this up. Yeah, we did call it was going to all fall apart towards the end, yep. Now you're hearing air firing in. Don't know if that was a hit right here or something. No, okay, they're aiming for that Tigris. Because the Tigrises are still in play. Caleb, meanwhile, he's pulling back, trying to get off that hill. I do not blame him.
Ground forces TikTok, enemy Tigris furious. If you can deal with it, deal with it. Otherwise.
Delta SL back up.
Is there a medic still alive down here is the question. Yeah, so Jaceris, he's probably just butchered his name. He's doing his best. We also have Lucky up there fixing everything, but now we've got the, this tank is just sniping. It's going to be penetrating with thermals to try to see through that smoke. And these guys need to get off of this big open hill. Again, I do not know, out of every insert vector they could have done, why they chose right here. That has got to be one of the silliest mistakes I've ever seen in this game. But now that they're bogged down, they're pretty much screwed until they can get reinserts in somehow. They're going to have them come in from a different vector. Tigris still coming in. Let's see, I'm gonna give it a few minutes and I'll start sending AAF QRF, because CSAT's pretty much sent everything, major here. I'll give that one to them, but they've got another tank right here.
MBT just rode right over us, but it's in a 2-bar.
And that Tigris is now lighting them up.
Broken arrow.
Can you just lay off the non-necessary comms on 50? Who's still alive back there?
Caleb is backtracking here. He's trying to survive at this point. Holy crap. So you got ground command, you got his 2IC air JTAC.
Ground forces, this is JTAC. There is a squad of friendly infantry coming in from the TR.
Now they're coming in. One more minute till I start organizing more AAF QRF to come in.
Can someone tell the medics to get the fuck over here, please?
All forces, this is ground, you read. Who is alive on
So, they can only reinsert 8 dudes at once.
Be advised,
Because they
Charlie,
need the other one to
BTR
stay on
reinserting
station.
in along the coast. We're going to be about 10 mics out.
So they brought Defensor down. He's dying in here.
JTAC, this is ground, you read.
And they have this group coming in. Alright, it is the 20 mark.
Listen, next time,
Taking the tank to our south, clear us a route.
next time actually let me engage stuff instead of...
I'm just shaking my head at this point. Like, I'm a little disappointed in this.
Yes.
Hey, this is the last man from Charlie. I mean, Delta, I think. How you guys doing? Anybody still alive?
I got shot.
Anybody?
It's like, is anyone alive?
Are you still on the hill, or are things over there?
Got off, we're currently being circled by stupid MBTs. Oh, sorry, one time's MBT, another one's taken out to the east, there's a Tigris.
Copy. I only have HE left, so I can't do much. So I'm just waiting to your southeast. I really can't do anything.
Charlie, just check.
So, who's the medic?
I don't know, just again, out of everywhere they could have gone,
does any squad have
and
any
they came
medics
from
left?
this direction, it just...
I
I'm so confused with the strategy.
Say again?
Just got Charlie, you read.
All forces, this is ground back on 50.
Oh, friendly insurance.
Background.
Cowards, come die with the rest of us.
That would be great, but I'm out of smokes already.
Work on him. Fantastic.
Alright, so Kazrin right there took out that Tigris. Now it can come around and take out these tanks. But I'm a sore loser, ladies and gentlemen.
Be advised of forces, we are
Especially with something that crazy.
Make a stand. Try to get cover whenever you can.
I had to go find a weapon.
Be advised, we are 2 clicks out from your position at a BTRK.
By now,
Priority
these guys are
targets
ready to go.
Tigrises and MBTs on air. If you're on net, please come in and support after we've taken out the Tigrises.
Air is gonna try to take out the Tigrises as well. I've spoken to them on 5-5.
No idea.
If they manage to try to leave them, then they're gonna be able to, but if not, then fuck.
Please mark the rough positions
like
of the
that mark.
Tigrises for the BTRK to also assist in taking them out, as well as the MBTs.
ground forces are not aware of your exact position. We're currently trying to take cover in terms of enemy forces.
Delta SL is back up.
If they're not dead, they're somewhere around this area.
Could you at least put down a last known pause?
We'll try to.
Ground, be advised, this is Alpha Lead. I'm coming back in. Half of my squad is in the AO from the here marker. The rest of us are coming in now.
Let's test his hover capabilities here. Yeah, Barbarian, feel free to scream from the void. That's A-okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Do I have any AT? Oh, I do. What would we say that is? Let's shoot 700 meters. Yeah, those are all going a bit too high.
Hold fire, hold fire.
Bravo medical times for reason.
Ground, Alpha Lead on the ground, leaving from LZ okay-ish, heading in west around towards the base.
250.
Say again for ground.
This is Alpha Lead, leaving LZ okay-ish, moving into the enemy
Oh,
base.
he's out of AT,
Situation
damn it.
report.
Threats to the south of the hill are eliminated.
And this Vic's still right over here. And just took a PCML shot, I believe. Yep.
It's been dealt with, which causes air not to be able to assist us. This is so far, we still have MBTs on our position.
Now you got these groups coming in.
Solid copy. I'm going to try and link up with the rest of my guys.
Holy crap.
Disseminate some short-range radios, and then we'll be ready to move.
Yeah,
in
so that's
as needed.
because CSAT and Spetsnaz Russians are both the same faction, so I had to switch them over.
Good copy, Charlie. Regroup on ground position near.
Now they're cutting off QRF again, which is good.
Directly to the south, directly to the west of the marker.
We have OD here.
Break, be advised, BTRK has lost its left track. We are sitting out in the open at this time. Enemy is deadly accurate.
Get ready to push with everyone else, I guess.
Be advised, it appears that there's a squad in the compound requesting permission to move in and assist.
Russians are really good at running more. Yep. I agree.
Yep, there's a squad moving in.
No shot.
Get everyone on the cell, let's see if we can push.
Go to the northwest, you see him by the other vehicle.
Alright, let's see. How do I make this ridiculous? Because AAF is going to be pressured to do everything they can, so let's do a stunning and brave and daring bullshit run here. This will also give infantry something.
He's only got RPGs, already checked.
I'll get in the chopper, silly.
It was 10 minutes.
Emptying mag in the floor.
Where are you at? Sorry, wrong net.
This is ground. What forces are assaulting the compound at this time?
This is Charlie, and looks like remnants of Delta Bravo Alpha, I think. Because there's no unit inside responding besides Charlie.
Copy that. We are... Ground is moving in.
I don't know what's scaring them off like that. It has to be the Kajman's presence.
The advise when the compound is clear, take immediate.
Otherwise, I have no idea.
JTAC ground forces, you have 2 times Wildcats off to your southwest. They're just holding, other side of the hill.
Good copy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get any other QRF in by the time they get this out. This group should be coming in, but by the time these guys are leaving, that should be a thing. Now, these guys could just drive this away. Just get mobile with it.
Alpha back in 50, we are in the big zone. We have
Frank, Wildcat, engaging friendly here.
Fine, I'm coming up on you now. I've got special range.
It's fine, I have a long range. I just need a place where to put the fucking East Wind device.
That was kind of cool.
Be advised.
Woo! And he just flew under it.
I can't confirm. East Wind device has been secured. East Wind device has been secured at Giant Dome.
Paratroopers south-southwest.
JTAC, this is Charlie.
Go.
Be advised, Undead is trying to make me relay a message. We are moving, we're permission to move to...
Hey, everyone that can, push in, take defensive position, former enemy position. We're gonna defend this place for power.
Defend that?
Oh,
Oh,
traffic, we're trying to get through on this net.
silly goose.
Last call sign before ground, go.
Be advised,
They need to
Charlie,
run with it.
Relaying a message for Undead. He says he can move the East Wind device to LZ okay-ish. They landed there safely with no issues.
Alright, so if these make it, I'll spawn the squad in. Helps with the server performance. I'm gonna send a pair of these guys. This is the last CSAT has. I gave them a massive break. It's gonna take a second for their AI to queue in.
Ground, be advised. We have this here. We can literally...
Lucky running up on his own, getting shot. That's unfortunate.
Doing on that run, I'm waiting for air to either be on TP or for my...
We still have a BTRK that's alive. That's impressive.
I haven't really gotten a clear response from air.
This is JTAC. We have one friendly air asset, LZ cost. The other one is coming back with reinserts.
Copy that. Is the tower...
So they need to get an air asset to get that Taru, and they need to get the heck out of here pronto.
Yes, after reinserts, yes.
Taru, be advised. East Wind device will be moving to LZ okay-ish. That's where you'll meet us.
Copy, thank you.
Yeah, this guy's gonna burn all of his ammo. Sir, reload your gun.
Ground, be advised, this is Alpha. Alpha is on move with the East Wind device to LZ okay-ish. We will set up security for it there and await pickup. Copy?
Good copy. Good luck.
Yep, so East Wind device is mobile. They're taking shots as they leave. Where is that platoon of vehicles? It's still back here. These guys just don't know how to pathfind properly.
All forces, this is ground, plan as follows when the Eastern device is picked up.
But holy
The
crap.
plan would be that we regroup here after the eastern device is picked up by the tower, and we
Blab, thanks for the fiber.
whatever vehicles.
Oh yeah, no,
we
they
can,
bounced
move back
back.
to
There
the
was a
target
squad that
point
deployed
as
back
fast as we
here,
can.
cleared the rest. These guys
So
fixed
that's
their
how we
mask
can run on
has,
this net.
but half of them had to have been reinserted.
Alpha copy.
Oh,
Deploy security around the eastern
this
device
is
now.
rich.
Ground as well as
copies. We're pulling the
looting
tower
a
back
body.
now. Give us a minute.
Like,
ground as well
just
as,
left him there. I look
pilots
back and
advised
there's.
there's still EI in the tower west.
Ay, ay, ay. Just standing there like, am I a joke to you?
Be advised, BTRK will pick up stragglers.
So Barbarian,
Don't
he's
worry.
landing his bird to get that guy.
Just go.
So I can go get East Wind. Caleb just shot a dude. Gonna respawn some of these guys because their pathing is just being garbo. Yeah, for about an hour and a half.
Alpha to all other squads. My squad's going to cover east at this time. If you can provide security the other directions.
Good copy, I'll have Charlie cover west.
All forces break.
You have AT, right?
Coming up northwest of the main compound.
Be advised, BTRK is staying at LZ OK-ish. If you have eyes on something you need the BTRK to engage.
Zaga.
An overview.
You know what, we got AT back there. I'm gonna grab it and see if I can run under that Kajman and eliminate it. So that's them firing at Lucky's body, I bet. Yep, getting caught on that. And they're gonna cover the Taru as it
Alpha
goes
to
in.
JTAG ETA on pickup.
I'm gonna maneuver things to where that Kajman is.
Air, have you picked up the east
Let me
wind
tab out real
device
quick.
with
I'm
the
gonna
Taru?
unlock the channel here.
Taru is still on LZ. Or not Taru, excuse me, Eastwind.
All forces break. This is ground. We have we have AAF forces inside the compound that we just cleared. How copy? And it's one-time squad on ground position.
Ground, this is Charlie BTRK. We are currently at the LZ with the east wind device. I don't think anybody's gonna come to help you.
Yeah, I will do this. We're gonna have to go through here at one point. So if you want to go through a place again, attack this and clear this again, go.
Ground, with all due respect, we can maneuver around it. We should complete one objective at a time. Once the wind device is out, then we can decide on what we're going to do about that later.
Marker green smoke.
With all due respect, I don't think we need 4 squads on the eastern device, but okay.
Woo! Alright, that was just short. Yeah, no, he's... Oh, so this is like max range.
Alpha to F. Sorry, disregard. Alpha to high.
Nah. This is high, send message.
Interrogative high. For our extraction, do we need to head back to the drop point, or can we just get in the sea and swim?
You can start swimming, subs can come pick you up.
Excellent, sounds good to me. Ground, do you copy my last?
Hey, firm.
Taro is about to pick up east wind. Once it's safe and secure and on its way, suggest we just abandon Vix, deck them, and swim.
Copy that.
Well,
Be
if they're all
advised,
swimming, I index early, but at that point, I'm
do
also going
not
to start
advise-
eliminating dudes.
Please do advise that there is a need of the on the east-west of what is
What the heck happened to Skelly?
Ground, we will do you this favor to take out that mix, then we're going swimming.
JTech high.
No phone dead.
Size on message.
Copy, no swing load possible for east wind device.
It's not a module, it's the scripts that we use in realism and shit. You know, scroll wheel deploy cargo ropes.
Nothing showing up.
Yeah, fucked.
You deploy the cargo ropes, don't you, and then you attach them?
Ground, we have no eyes on this, this vehicle you were talking about.
I even tested this, so I know it's there. So either they're really just that inept. Yep, there it is. See? They're just that freaking inept. Ay. I was about to say, like, there's no way in hell it's not there. Like, stop making me look dumb.
Now it's ready.
I was about to say, give me that sweet, sweet main gun.
Be advised, BTRK is not
the
aquatic.
infantry. No, it's...
Be advised, Charles, go for a jet.
JTech to high, we have the east wind devices pulling out now.
Roger, get everyone in the water and helicopters and we can index.
Ground, be advised, east wind is extracted, we're swimming.
That's that, and they killed the second wave of vehicle QRF. So again, I'll go over this in the debrief, but they screwed up because air engaged this base, aggroed it, CSAT freaked out, called their QRF super early, and everything went to dog shit. But they still bounced back. And they also decided to pick the worst intro point I've ever seen, like... And then they decide to hold here. It's like, there's so many other places you could go for that. Just to be a jerk. I was about to say, I hope they didn't drop it. But I. They lost almost all their BTRKs. They left one. Alright, this is high. Stand by for index.
Proud of my squad.
That picture still makes me cringe.
Hey, Vank.
Hmm?
Resend message, please, buddy. I accidentally closed it.
Will do. Alright, so... First half of that was pretty good. You guys were coordinated, you did proper raid tactics, I'd fire at you, you'd get the hint, you'd, go off. That all went completely downhill when one of your Kajman decided, oh, look, it's the CSAT base. Oh, they've got a tank in there, T-140K, and the players are like 4 clicks away. I'm going to AGM that. And then CSAT panicked and called their QRF in. So the QRF came in just as you guys came in. You all got bogged down on that open hill, which I don't even know why you went up there when there was plenty of other routes with cover or concealment you could have used to get up there. And we just watched a massive platoon, like near platoon level wipe, as people panic. Some tried to charge right in the infantry and they'd get AT'd. Others would stay on the hill. A few even routed and looped around. So that was interesting to watch. And then just once CSAT QRF was done, then AAF QRF started coming in. Even though they didn't want AAF to know about the device at this point, if they're going to save it, they'll save it. And then they started coming in as you guys bounced back and were bringing things out. So I didn't mean for that to become a bloodbath, but at the same time, if you're going to AGM something at the final objective, that's probably what's going to happen. You know, they're going to call their QRF in because, yeah, freak out. Anyway, Ground, go ahead.
So first of all, the first half did go very well. There was proper planning, proper
so this is
radio
a 55
communication,
slot op, so.
coordination. Everything went extremely well.
Aye.
Very little to no casualties, no troubles. Until I decided to at the end to give the planning of recreating the first assault, where we had the BTRs covering and the infantry pushing up over an open field. Not my wisest moment, and that sort of got the squad, the entire platoon wiped. In addition to that, I probably should have pulled the platoon back when I first saw the 4 to 6 tanks moving towards the friendly position, but I didn't, and I considered the platoon wipe on me in a certain point. So yeah, everything went well. Radio communication was great. Coordination was even better. Something very rare from TSB. Yeah, it was very good.
Real quick, also, just a reminder, sorry to interject. If you're in the op, I don't want to catch you on the stream. I don't care if you accidentally left it open or blah, blah, blah. That makes me mad. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Liru.
It's okay. You got left behind, and I watched you die to an autocannon. It was cute. Next person.
Do you want Alpha to go ground?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, Alpha, great job. Squad communication was fantastic.
We will find you.
In the squad it was fantastic. Outside, with the other squads and ground command was again fantastic. Really good communication with up. I've seen it quite a lot this last week, so please keep that up, guys. You're all doing amazingly at it. I'd say the first 2/3 of the op were fantastic. It was that final third of the, getting that final objective, we kind of messed it up a bit. I'd been giving you suggestions the whole way. I kind of held off on the last one. I did want to suggest that we go around to the west. So next time I won't keep my mouth shut. I'll just try and push that up to you again. But yeah, the reason we got wiped, I think, is no one caught when I said on 50 that Alpha would push over and bum rush the wall while you guys provided support from the hill where you were already set up. What actually happened was when we pushed, two other squads pushed, and there was no one covering as 2 enemy infantry squads came out and just RPG'd the fuck out of the VIX. So that was where communications broke down a bit, I think, and that's obviously on me for not making sure I got a acknowledgement from you guys. So apologies, gents. Otherwise, when Alpha reinserted, they only reinserted with about half of the squad and no short range radios, and they managed to take the compound and get up to the East Wind device on their own, and then Charlie or Bravo came in to support them. So fucking Alpha squad for me today did fantastically, as did everyone else in the op. Bravo.
For squad level, nothing much to remark. It's hard to command a vehicle on an infantry squad, so I usually left the BTR to their own devices.
So the BTR had a commander, so you could tell them to.
Could have been maybe better listened to, but I trust that the commander of the VIC just made their own decisions, and I trust that. We did fairly well. We actually also were the one squad that was attacking. And with Alpha, I guess, some of us did make it to a secure position, where we all regrouped afterwards. But apart from those complaints, no, nothing for me. Charlie.
Charlie, of the entire up, yeah, like 2/3 of the up went spectacular. You know, great communication between on squad levels. By the way, ground command, thank you for like constantly checking on us. That was actually extremely helpful, just to find out what's going on with other squads without having to ask. But throughout the entire my squad, we have great communication with Trevor. You know, everyone's all friendly. Actually, it was great. Good shot with the AT guy, by the way. Besides that, we managed to pull ourselves together towards the end, help support the teams that breached the compound, secure the east wind device, get the fuck out of there, take a swim. Great. Delta.
Yeah, my squad did really well, communicated well, up until, of course, that last point where everything sort of fell apart. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, everyone in my squad, for bearing with me, because that was my first time squad leading, but you guys were great. Thank you.
JTAG here?
Since there was integrated vehicles, obviously we're not going to be doing that. JTAC, Air did absolutely amazing. They did everything I asked and more. I got a little bit lax on things later in, but that was primarily because there was a lot of chaos going on. It was hard to coordinate assets and maintain a proper front line / fighting position for Air a lot of the time. Otherwise, I think I did a pretty good job of making sure that they had something to do at all times. I wanted to make sure that we didn't just schwack everything constantly. There was a couple times where my air asset said, "Oh, Liru just spawned something," and I went, "Okay, just give it like a minute or two and then hit it." But yeah, we were pretty much on our game until the very end, at which point the need for pretty much constant falling back for reinsert / rearm led us to be less effective because we weren't able to be on target and in the AO nearly as much. Otherwise, I think everything went well. Cosmin 1-1 and 1-2.
One real quick thing I want to add, just for general reference of pilots, don't ever auto hover, especially after you engage something in a compound, because I don't know which one did, but you just hovered about 3.5 clicks away, so I just put an AGM on you. That was funny.
Kind of figured that's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just died. They didn't say anything.
It was Bavarian's first time flying.
It's okay.
First time in TSB flying.
Just word for warning, because especially after you shoot something in me, if you're going to stay in the same spot you engaged for, God, I can't English. If you blow something up in one of my compounds and I look in the direction the missile came from and I still see you and you're hovering there, yeah, I'm gonna shoot something back.
Best way to basically practice to avoid using auto hover is make maneuvers and whatever in the editor and then try to stabilize it to like an auto hover thing without actually using it, and then do the same thing in whatever takeoff and landing.
The problem was for the gunner that the gun was not totally stabilized as I understood it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, the gun's not 100% stabilized on the Cosmin. Just adds to the difficulty of the airframe.
But there are still ways to be able to give the gunner a nice stabilized platform while still moving.
Yeah.
So just practice that.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, in other terms, 1-1 just did things and shot a lot of people. Generally, if you saw us coming in at 100 miles per hour, that was probably us. And yeah, it was fun times.
Other Cosmin?
Iopus Cosmin. Iopus?
Iopus is dead. Okay.
No, we had fun.
Oh, okay.
We shot things.
Okay.
It was cool.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that operation. If you didn't, feel free to DM me. I'll put up a little feedback thing on the feedback channel. Otherwise, open floor. Hope you're
to my screen.
Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. I might be back on later, but I'm actually doing a lot of bookkeeping work tonight. Again, I've got a video coming out Sunday at around noon that's going to start getting into a new type of video talking about Zeus and fundamentals and stuff. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And tomorrow we'll have a lot of ops.